Hey, today in your Kiss from Kristin, I want to talk to you about consistency. If you're new to my world, I'm Kristin Wood, your favorite body wellness coach, and I show women who are struggling with their health how to make simple tweaks that fit their life that they can consistently show up for. And with these tweaks, they get to improve their health, and weight loss gets to be a happy side effect. So today I want to talk about this topic of consistency. You know, in our world with the internet, no one lacks information. If you want to improve your health, if you want to improve your physical fitness, if you want to lose some weight, you can go online and find thousands of options. So it's not that you don't ever know what to do, because it's out there. But it's consistently showing up and doing the right things day after day after day. And with so much information, it's easy to just get trapped in overwhelm and do nothing, which is kind of consistency. When I hear a client say that, she just isn't consistently doing something, she's not able to show up and do the right things, that's BS. We are all consistent. You are consistent. I am consistent. We are showing up daily consistently. Is what you're showing up for moving you closer to what you want, or is it moving you further from what you say you want? That's where the problem lies. We are not clear. There's not enough clarity about what you're actually being consistent with. So one thing that I encourage clients to do, and one thing that I encourage you to do, is get really clear. What are the daily heap of habits that you are doing? You have to know. Have you ever heard of the argument of the growing heap? This is the concept. Is 1 grain of sand a heap? Is 10 grains of sand a heap? Is it 20? Where's the line? You have to have clarity about what makes this heap of habits. So in your heap, you've got positive and you've got negative habits. Where's the line? What's the balance of the two? Do you have to get rid of every negative habit that you have? Maybe not. Maybe it's just 2 or 3 things that need to go. Do you need to add in 10 or 20 positive habits? Maybe not. Maybe you've got a pretty good cluster of positive habits, and it's just 1 or 2 new ones that you need to add. But you have to have clarity about what it is you are consistently showing up for, because there is something. You are always, every day, consistent. You may tell me, but I'm a spontaneous person. Well, you still are showing up doing the same rituals, habits every day. So take a look, take a day, take 2 or 3 days, and just start noticing what are the habits that you are consistently showing up with. And you're going to see this heap of habits that you have. What needs to go? What needs to come in? It's not always about adding more to your plate. It can be taking away. Now, this comes into another place where it's possible to get overwhelmed. And that is a good reason to have a coach to help you see, okay, which one of these is going to be the best place for you to start? What is one action you can be consistent with that is going to move the needle for you? And in my Total You Transformation group program, you've probably heard me talk about that if you've been in my world. But it's a group program, a 12-week program. It starts the second Tuesday of every month. I do limit it to 5 women per cohort. But in it, one of the new things that I'm adding starting in 2023 is a one-on-one jumpstart session. This is to help you get clear on what is the one action that you can focus on, because you get a lot of information when you come into the program. And I don't want you to get hung up on overwhelm from the very first experience with me. So I want to give you this jump start where we have a 45-minute one-on-one session, and we know at the end of that session what is the one action, just one thing that you can start being more consistent with so that you have success. When we have success, it's easier to stay consistent. So get clear right now. What are your heap of habits that you're doing daily? And we'll start narrowing down on what needs to go, what needs to be added, and what you can be consistent with. That is going to move you closer to the health goals, the wellness goals that you've got. So take a look at your heap of habits. What are you consistently showing up with? And let me know how this lands with you. Do you see now that maybe you are consistent? Maybe it just hasn't been consistent in the right areas or the right direction. And I will see you next week with another Kiss from Kristin. Bye-bye.